Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Mark Vandella. When I started planning this summer road trip series, I thought of one couple immediately. And I just didn't know when or where I was going to talk about them. This is a couple that I met at church, and I had the opportunity to meet with them as they prepared for marriage. Their names are Aaron and Martha, and I thought of them because every time I think about road trips, I picture a VW bus, and Aaron and Martha are a part of a VW bus community. It was like the coolest thing when I first got to know them. I always ask couples, what are some of your favorite moments, and talk to me about your, something I wouldn't expect from you. Like, what's something that would surprise me? And they're like, well, we kind of are a bus family. And I'm like, what? So they start telling me about this VW bus community. The bus that they have is called Betty Lou. Yeah, they have a bus that has a name. But this bus has been in their family for 44 years. And so one member of the family handed it down to Aaron and Martha. And as they started their marriage, it wasn't just the marriage. They were planning, and we took so much time to talk about what they wanted to do and what they wanted out of life. And they were planning for all of these fun adventures in life, and it was the epitome of VW bus life. And I tell you about them because it's the first thing I thought of. Like, they have this cool orange VW bus. It's the coolest thing ever. But then I've watched them. We don't interact a ton anymore because we just met as they prepared for marriage. But now I just watch them, and I see them from afar on social media and things like that. And I get to observe them living out not just this like kind of cool, fun summer love feeling. They choose in their lives to live out love. And when we met and we were talking about what type of love it takes to make a marriage work, we talked about a verse from Colossians 3. Colossians 3:14 says, "So, chosen by God for this new life of love." And I love that. It's the Message version kind of says this new life of love. It's a great verse to consider as you prepare for marriage because it's different love than like the little all butterfly feeling, honeymoon stage, summer loving. It's you've been chosen by God for this new life of love. But then it paints this beautiful picture of choice. It says, dress in the wardrobe God picked out for you. And when we plan for a wedding, we plan everybody tries on dresses and picks the perfect dress, right? Or I guess the dress picks you, so I've heard. But we plan so much of what we wear. And when we get up in the morning, some people stare at their closet and pick that day. Some people do it the night before. But we choose. And I love that because it tells us that it's not something that we just feel. It's something that we get to pick. And so it goes on to say that we would pick compassion, kindness, humility, quiet strength, discipline. Be even-tempered, content with second place, quick to forgive an offense. Forgive as quickly as your Father has forgiven you. But then it says, regardless of what else you put on. If you're dressed in rags or you just didn't like what you were wearing for the day or whatever that looks like, if all those other things are hard to choose, it says, regardless of what else you put on, choose love. Love is your all-purpose, basic garment. Never be without it. And like I said, I've had the opportunity to watch Aaron and Martha and their relationship grow. And they've faced some tough times. And I've watched them continue to choose love. Their relationship, because of the Vida bus life, they have they have this community of people who comes around them and loves them. And when they told me about this community, it was really easy for me to see why they would want to be a part of it. But even more so, as I got to know them and I watched the way that they talked about each other and the way that they loved each other, even in those moments before getting married, it was clear that the community was gaining them. And then as life happens like it does to all of us, they continue to choose love. They wear it on their sleeve, and you never see them without a smile, or at least without the perspective of God chose us for this life, and we get to choose every single day to wear love. And so as you think about your faith journey in this road trip series, the one thing you should never leave home without is love. When life is difficult, when it punches you in the gut, when other people are mean and angry, we get to choose love in the way that we react. And in that way, people will know our God and they will want to be a part of our community. They'll want to be a part of our bus life. This week in your faith, consider the places where you can better love, where you can choose to love when you don't feel like it, and where other people have come around you to support you in love and how you might be able to spread that as well.